Let's talk about Louane, which will represent France at Eurovision Song Contest 2025. Let's go. Bonjour tout le monde, hi everyone, welcome back on this channel. I am Max, I'm a Eurovision director since many years from France, and today I'm really excited to react to another content related to Eurovision Song Contest. This year, the 2025 edition will take place in Switzerland, in the beautiful city of Basel. And we just know the official artist which will represent France, my own country, at Eurovision Song Contest. I'm really excited to talk with you about the artist that I kinda well known and to express what I really think and my opinion about this choice. This video will be in two parts. A first part where I will talk much more about the artist, who she is, Louane, and also what I expect for the song and the information that we already know. And the second part where I will talk much more about the French delegation, with a part about the national selection or not, and then what I think about the announcement also, how they announced Louane as a representative. So stay here. Before reacting and talk about all this subject, please be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel to support my work. It's so important for me. Thanks for doing it. And you could also follow me on TikTok and Instagram at It's Max Vision. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so who's Louane? Louane, if you don't know, she's a really well-known and quite successful, one of the most successful artists in the French music industry right now. She has been well-known thanks to one of other song contests, which is The Voice France. She was 16 years old, quite young when she participated. She didn't win it, but she was really quite impressive, and everyone reminded and discover her here, and she was really impressive already at this time. And then she released some song which was really like a huge success in France with her first album. And she also, and that's maybe the point where she began to be really like famous and everyone knows her for that. She began her actress career with a movie called La Famille Bélier, Bélier's Family. And it was a huge success. Millions of people watch it at cinema and theaters in France here. And there was a song in the movie which was even more successful thanks to this song, you know. So she kinda have like a superstar career already, and then she released many albums, and each of them feel much more authentic. In the recent years, I appreciate much more her music personally. It feels much more interesting, I think. At the beginning, I think it's like that for all the music star and singer. I mean, there is like much more popular music which doesn't really represent them at 100%. And then they just create something which is much more authentic to their style, what they want to propose also. And I really enjoy our last album. You should definitely listen some of the songs, but of course the most successful one and the song that kinda sells the album is La Pluie, the rain. You should definitely listen to it. Or another one, I think it's Soleil, sun, which I really enjoy. You should definitely check that. I really appreciate this album. So right now she's really successful, as I said. You can check on Spotify. She have like 2.7 million of monthly listeners, which is huge. She has so many songs with much more than 10 million of stream on it. She's really huge for sure in terms of music industry and records and industry. She also win like the French version of the Oscar for the movie. So yeah, it's really impressive as a Eurovision fan to see such a well-known and famous name taking part again just after Slimane to Eurovision Song Contest to try to represent France at Eurovision. So I'm really impressed, that's it. And for Eurovision, I don't know if you saw that on Instagram, but they reveal like a video where she's talking, and you see also a lot of old pictures about her as a kid with her mom. Sadly, their parents passed away when she was really young, and I think we have a chance and a possibility that the song could be related to this thematic here, which is really quite intimate and personal. So it's gonna be really interesting to discover the emotion behind it, if it's on this subject. But she tell also that she's really ready for Eurovision, that she prepare herself since many months, I think, to go on the Eurovision stage. It's always been a dream to do it for her mum. We expect to see Louane on the Eurovision stage one day. They were always watching the contest apparently, so they are really like Eurovian fan also. So it's gonna be interesting to see how she could achieve this dream and this goal and maybe win Eurovision Song Contest. I wish that for her, definitely. But the most important point here is that she's ready. She just waits a good moment to go, and apparently she has a song or she has something where she feels ready to go on the Eurovision stage, and that is important. So that's it. Now we need to talk about the song. For me, personally, I expect maybe two type of song from Louane based on the song I can enjoy from her. If I have some recommendation already for you, I would say for like a ballad, a beautiful ballad, a French ballad, I would say Secrets, Secret in French, I mean, which is really like one of the strongest and most emotional ballads that she write, I think. There is other ballads, but this one particularly is something. And what I really enjoy in terms of pop music, because she's doing some pop French music, which sounds sometimes a bit indie, which I really enjoy. I love her collaboration with other artists, like the one Derrière le brouillard featuring Grand Corps Malade, or Midi sur Novembre featuring Julien Doré. You should check these two collaborations, they are fantastic. But now, for the Eurovision Song Contest, I expect maybe a ballad, but not a powerful vocals ballad, you know, as we already sang with Barbara Pravi or Slimane. I expect much more like an intimate ballad, which is really into the emotion and that reflects also the sweetness of a voice. Because Louane has such a voice, it's something. You need to see some of her live performance. It's really a rhythm. Even if you don't enjoy her music or her song, you can't deny the fact that her voice is really something phenomenal and that really touch your heart and really bring the most purest and deepest emotion inside of you. So I expect maybe a piano ballad. That's the main thing I'm thinking of. And if it's not this style, I expect it could be like really similar to Duncan Lawrence, by the way, in terms of style, I think. But if it's not this style, I could expect, of course, a pop French song, which could be much more risky, maybe. The ballad could be the most easy choice, where she could be much more comfortable, maybe. But here, with a pop song, she could also surprise. So, or maybe a third choice, it could be a mix of these two styles, but it's gonna be... yes, it could be a surprise, I don't know, that's it, whatever I think. She already talked about the song. She said that it could be really different, quite unique, so I can't wait to see if she's gonna create a song which is not usual to what she proposed normally to her community and to her fan, so it's gonna be interesting. She cannot talk about the story, but when a journalist asked if it was about her parents or something really intimate like that, she don't say no, but she doesn't say yes, so I'm still gonna wait for it. But I think the song is gonna be really intimate and something which is really important for her, because she also said that this song will be like a therapy, which is gonna help her into her psychological mind, and yeah, it's gonna help her, so it's gonna be interesting to see how deep and quite emotional this song could be or not. We know also that she writes the lyrics, the text for the song, but also the melody, and then that she worked with another artist. They made a collaboration, so I'm really curious to see with who, because if it wasn't like a really famous artist, she would already tell us the name of this artist, so maybe it's a huge French artist or someone which is writing a song in French, or maybe it could be just her husband, which is an amazing producer and musician. I think I already like what some production that he posts on his social media. His name is Pegasus, I think, if I'm not wrong, but I really enjoy what he's proposing also. He's not famous as her, but he deserves some recognition, definitely, for his music. So maybe they work together, or I don't know, but it's gonna be really exciting, I think. And also, last information, she also said that she's already working and thinking about how they will present the song to create something quite special. So I think it's gonna be totally different from what we've got in the past with Slimane and Lazara in terms of style presentation for the song. So I can't wait to see if Louane is gonna recreate such a moment. We have like a music ceremony awards in February, which is called Les Victoires de la Musique, Music Victory. And it could be a moment where she could present the song, definitely. And it's such a moment with a huge stage, a lot of props possibilities. So maybe she could create really an amazing performance, which could be already an idea to what she could propose for Eurovision Song Contest or not. That's only what I think for the song, but we don't have a lot of clue or information for the moment, that's it. And now let's talk about the French delegation, because I have a lot of things to say. First of all, let's talk about this announcement. That was kind of a mess. I don't understand, because there was like a newspaper, a French newspaper, really serious newspaper. I mean, in France, you could trust them, which reveals the information like, hey, they wanted to reveal it much more later after Sanremo and Melody Festival, and so in March, which is quite late compared to last year when they revealed Slimane song in November. Just to have much more light and attention on them for the announcement, which I understand, because Louane is so successful and a huge name that you want to create the surprise and keep the secret. But when you have such a huge name like this artist, it's like Slimane or I mean like Louane, you don't need to wait. It's really risky, I think. But in the same time, maybe this announcement, like kind of mess announcement, I mean, was planified, because something that I don't really understand is that the newspaper which revealed the information at first, they also write and made an interview with Louane, and the head of delegation from the French delegation reposted saying thank you. Well, you're just thankful to a newspaper that just reveal the news, like you were like keeping secrets since many times and months and weeks. That was kind of weird, and I still don't understand if it was really planified or if it was just a way to announce it at the last time. I don't know. I don't know what really happened in backstage, but I'm really curious about the way they announced that. But once again, what I really regret is the lack of communication on the Eurovision France account on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and all that thing, on TikTok also. After the Eurovision Song Contest Grand Final, there is not a lot of content. They are not posting anything, even if it's not about the possible candidate or a song. It could be just like to share some content about the Eurovision Song Contest, to be back to look at in the past what we sent. I mean, to really make the social media really active and dynamic, and there is nothing every time, and there is definitely lack of communication. So Eurovision France and French delegation, if you need a community manager, hey, I'm here, je suis là. I'm joking, but definitely I feel a lack of communication. That's my only concern here about the way they announce that also. Now, let's talk about the national selection, because I know that a lot of Eurovision fans, maybe much more international Eurovision fans, not French Eurovision fans, wanted the national selection to be back. And the head of delegation also said in the few years ago that they were working on the national selection to be back. I think, this is my strategy theory for Eurovision France, I think they want to use this light that they have right now to propose and engage like really famous artists to participate and to represent France. Since Slimane, I think they will be, and we will have a lot of famous artists we will want to try Eurovision Song Contest. It's really risky for them to try, because if they don't win, I mean the song contest, they are scared that their career could be really impacted by it. I think they understand that even if Barbara Pravi didn't win the contest, because as a Eurovision fan, second place or fourth place, it's already really a recent. I understand that. But French public is quite hard, I think, with the artist. But they're gonna still follow what they're doing. They don't really care about Eurovision, until we win, of course, one day up. But I don't think there is like a really huge impact if you don't win Eurovision or finish in the top 10. I think it doesn't really... People in France don't really care about this. It will not impact your career, I don't think, when you are already huge like that. Now, I want national selection definitely to be back. But I think the strategy is to use these famous artists which want to try Eurovision Song Contest until maybe one of them win or really like put a huge engagement from the French audience behind Eurovision brand. Because I think the strategy is to make the Eurovision Song Contest brand much more popular in France. There are still so many people who think it's a joke, which is something really old-fashioned. So I really hope that they are trying to work on this brand and to make it much more popular, and something that is really like the moment we are waiting for in the year. As a Eurovision fan, we don't understand that, but on the millions of people which are watching the show in France, not a lot are really like Eurovision fans. They are just watching because they know the artist and they want to follow him. That's what happened last year for Slimane, and the TV audience and rating was really strong and really good. So it just showed that with a famous artist you could attract many people and TV viewers, which I'm not against, because I think it's gonna help to make the brand of the Eurovision Song Contest much more popular in France, and we need that definitely. Compared to the UK, which is a country totally different, they have millions of TV viewers also, but there is really a vibe where people are really loving it, and understand also the camp humor and joke style that we have from Eurovision. In France, we're really taking this song contest as a serious thing, and we don't understand when we are not winning and when you see like a funny act or song win it. So that's it. The difference from the French audience and public is totally different from the rest of Europe. So that's why I think they need to work to make the brand of the Eurovision Song Contest much more popular here in France. So finally, to conclude, I think a national selection will be back the day we will win Eurovision Song Contest, because it will put so many lights on the song contest to be organized in France, that after that maybe they will say, okay, maybe now we have much more fans which will watch the national selection, because it wasn't really good. The TV rating and audience for the national selection in France wasn't good the last time they organized that. So I just hope that they are still keeping the idea to be back with national selection in the coming years. I'm not against for a few years to go with successful and famous artists, but I definitely want also to give opportunities and chance to much more like less famous singer or like new beginners into French music industry, to also have the right to represent their country, not just famous singer. But for the next years I will understand this choice just to make the Eurovision Song Contest brand much more popular and successful in France. That's what I think about the actual situation for France at Eurovision Song Contest, my own country. So I'm really excited to talk about this, of course. So that's the end of this video. So if you have opinion about the choice of Louane, don't hesitate to share it in the comment section. Just be respectful, please, to the artist and to myself, and between each other. This is really important. Thanks for doing it. I will see you really soon for a new reaction, maybe about the official song for Louane. We don't have a date for the moment, but I can't wait to discover it, of course. Thanks for watching this one. Bye bye, au revoir, see you soon. À bientôt.